Okay, I'm not really sure why I'm live again. Apparently, they just feel like people want to talk or need my energy. I'm not really sure how this is uh, working. Um, I guess it's because I didn't really pull messages for the collective. I just jumped on and everybody said all this stuff, so we talked to you all. I guess I'll do that. Hey, Tanisha. I was gonna actually try to get some energy for the collective out. I realized earlier I wasn't able to do that because everyone who jumped on had someone actually come through and give a message. So I'm gonna pull energy for the collective, just some kind of reminders for whatever's coming next week is what they're saying. Just how to try to handle the things that are coming next week. So that's what they want to give you all energy for. They want to give you some information on that. And I guess we'll just kind of see where it goes from there. Okay. Tanisha, you can't show up and be nervous because then I'm fumbling the card. You got to breathe a little, honey. I'm actually going to pull energy for the collective, for the folks who are jumping in. They keep telling me that I probably won't end up doing that. It'll probably be just a bunch of messages like it was earlier. So if you jump on and make yourself known, I see your name. If there's a message that comes through for you, I'll just give it to you. It's a live. I can't charge you for a live. I can only charge you for a reading. So if you have a family member that comes through, you know, I won't stop that message. I'll definitely go ahead and deliver it. FYI, y'all, again, I do not be drinking beer. This is just water. It's really good water, by the way. See what we got. Tanisha, when cards come out, you can't be like, oh, I wonder what that was. Don't stop freaking out. You flip out the rest of the cards, man. You freak out the rest of the cards. We're holding most of your energy right now. So, could you breathe a little? You left yours in the... Girl, you better not mess that water up and I didn't give you that good water. The first card that was out is number 25. It equals to number 7, which is that's you stepping into yourself. That's you stepping in and believing in yourself. 8 is you co-creating with spirit, which means that you've actually listened to yourself so much that now they're going to allow you to hear them, whether it be through song, whether it be through numbers, whether it be through messages that you even get from other people. You'd be like, damn, I was looking for that type of confirmation. I'm happy you just said that. I was just thinking about that. So 7 is you being able to listen to yourself. Emergence is what it says on the card. The frequency of emergence invites us to approach our reality with a childlike attitude and innocence and wonderment. And watch it to celebrate the beauty that unfolds from a place. So yeah, like when people get scared and they be like, I know that sounds crazy. That's why I always ask people, if you could do anything and it made you money, it ain't got to make sense to the next person. I don't care if you want to make little toy dinosaurs for the rest of your life because you like it and you want to sell it to kids. Whatever. It doesn't have to make sense to anybody else. The more far-fetched, probably the better off the idea. That means that ain't nobody else doing it, which means that you would probably really succeed in that area. But then again, y'all don't think like that either. So I don't know. But you have to approach it like that. The crazier it sounds, that's how kids sound. You be like, man, you are crazy. When they say I was a dinosaur that jumped off this, and then I turned into a doctor, and then I was like, you are all those things, man. You sound crazy. They don't sound crazy. They sound like they can be anything because that's exactly what the hell you tell them. So either you're lying to them or you're lying to yourself, but either way, somewhere in the middle of that, somebody's lying, and that's not cool either. 7 is believing in yourself, and none of this works if you don't believe in yourself. The purple that is surrounding this card is meaning that you are in tune and aligned with yourself, and it's so far on the outside of the card because you all aren't. You aren't. You all aren't tuned in, which is this orange and yellow, which is your sacral and your solar plexus chakra, to believe enough in yourself to even bring that type of wisdom in. There's no purple in this card. And the blue that's in that card is very small, like your throat chakra, where you should be speaking up for yourself and saying what you want. It's like, I know what I want, but I ain't fully brought it in yet. That's the issue. I don't know how to really say it. I don't stand really firm in myself enough to even say it. But you want somebody else to take a chance on y'all. That's the other thing that I don't understand. It's like, you want the people to give you a loan for your business that you barely believe in. You're still shaky on it. So why would I give you $150,000 if every piece of part of you is scared? That means they can't get their money back. Think about what y'all asking for before y'all really be asking for it. Like, I really promise that. For the two people who is in here, they saying that both of y'all know y'all divine feminine. Y'all tapped into that. Took you a minute. Apparently it took the both of y'all a minute to try to tap into that feminine. That both of you all's masculine was the one that chose at first. Took both of you all a minute to tap into that, getting hair, getting nails, keeping up on top of like doing things, little things for yourself. That's important. Took you all a second to tap into that, but it's here. That's part of you all's job. You all are working it. It's awesome. Should be very proud of it. Divine feminine supports our receptive, nurturing, and soft side, allowing it to express itself openly and helping us to connect to our intrinsic understanding of our connection to all creation. Like, nobody is here without a black woman. Period. That's literally just how it works. None of this would have happened without me. Black woman that just keeps giving birth to more amazing, beautiful, creative, talented people. Coherence was the next card out, which is why I said you all are knowledgeable that you all are stepping into your feminine side. Y'all understand that. The frequency of coherence supports our ability to harmonize the frequency of the heart with the frequency of the mind for an optimal ability to create the reality that we desire, which is what I was saying earlier on my on the one this morning. Is literally blending your heart with your mind, Brittany. That's what I was asking you. What do you want? What do you want? You got to feel it here and right here to go after it. Otherwise, there is no picture for it. Don't say you did all the work to say that you can't fill in the pieces. Especially since you are the only one with the pieces, baby. Oh, I see you at the bottom. You said you got it. See, I'm happy. I'm happy that you're saying that. That makes me feel really good. Okay. Jazzle. Miss Jackson. Again, here we are. Back to you in this change. They waiting on you to change, baby. You know you need to. Crown chakra, you really want to. Really, really want to. Which is beautiful. Earlier, made you realize a couple things about yourself. Talking to you earlier made you realize a couple things about yourself. You want to see how you can bring things in, right? See what kind of impact you can have, Jackson? Brittany, you don't have to know yet. You just have to know that there are decisions to be made. And you were wondering why nothing was happening. And it was because it was like you didn't realize decisions still needed to be made. You were saying things but not putting nothing into action. So as long as you know what actions need to be taken, you already on the next step. So you straight. It's just about knowing when to hit the unstuck button. Don't stay there for too long. You thought it over, okay? I thought it over. This is the pros, this is the cons. I do or I don't want to stick around. I will or I won't give this type of energy. But I'm not just going to keep saying it. I got to actually do it. Otherwise, those are just words. As long as you know decisions need to be made, you don't have to know exactly what the final of it is. You just have to know which ones. Which ones need to be made. You'll get the particulars. Filling it in is the easy part. narrowing it down is the hard part. And the hell, you got that. Don't cry. Damn. Y'all always whining, crying and stuff. Y'all gonna have me ugly on this thing. Again. And I won't be ugly 2 times in one day. Y'all might get me tomorrow, but I ain't gonna be ugly 2 times in one day today. Crying on her with y'all. Tanisha, don't be laughing at me. You saw me on here crying ugly earlier, girl. You seen that? It was your fault, too. Yo people was one of the folks that had me in here crying, girl. You knew it was your fault. Shoot, that's why you're laughing. Because you knew. Both of you all, I encourage you to get a blue candle. Five Below has candles like this and others. This one's white. But if you do get it, if it has a blue outside, like this, you can do the star or the world, or the candle in itself could be blue. Burn it for 7 days straight. Don't blow it out. These candles won't do anything. It's glass. When it's ready to go out, it'll put itself out. Burn it for 7 days straight. Clear your throat chakra. It'll help you learn how to communicate better with people. It'll help you say what you really want to say without saying it the way you used to, if that makes any sense. Since I have not allowed the weather to get cold, please take advantage of the fact that it is fall, so we're fall-like colors, so that is a lot of oranges. Don't just do burgundies. We're oranges. Orange is fall too. Bright oranges, burnt oranges, that's helping your solar plexus chakra. Whether you know it or not, you're sending out that vibration for everybody to come and help you empower yourself, whether you know it or not. And it could be small things. If you're not comfortable with bright colors, start with small things. It could be earrings. It could be a ring. It could be a bracelet. Even if it's just a little emblem on the jacket, just start with little bitty things. Your socks. Nobody even has to see them. Little things. Everything matters. I know you all would like to think that it doesn't, but I promise you it does. Yeah, Brittany, don't be trying to be on here telling people I'm a crime, but what kind of family jumps on here and tell folks they a crime? Let me read these cards because, look. I release all fears and doubts. I accept myself and create peace in my mind and heart. I now choose to free myself from all destructive fears and doubts. I am loved and I am safe. And that is what y'all need to remember. Free yourself from all that old past stuff. You may have used to been an angry person, but you may have used to have a lot to be angry about. Duh. Angry people don't just be mad. Like, bitch, I got mad for a reason. But it's time to release it because it's not who you are. You're not the single mother that first started out that had everything juggling like a crazy person. Look at where you have grown. Things aren't as scattered as they were. You may still have some fucked up situation, but things aren't as scattered as they were. So release those old ones so that way you can actually deal with the actual fears and doubts that you have happening right now, not the ones from 10 years ago. Y'all still working with 10 years ago doubts that you conquered already. Some of y'all still working with beginner parent doubts and y'all kids is like 13. It's weird. Y'all sound crazy. By the way, I just wanted to dupe y'all with a little V8. It's like weird. I don't know. But y'all need to let go of that. Y'all not the same person at 15, 19, 21, especially if you're getting older. Some things of those traits may have stuck with you. You may not be grown in some of those areas, but for the most part, everybody has grown. So release those old things. You have to. That's the only way new stuff comes in, I promise. It's only a thought, and a thought can be changed. I am not limited by any past thinking. I choose my thoughts with care. I constantly have new insights and new ways of looking at my world. I am willing to change and to grow. That is literally all I keep saying. I feel like you're talking. Brittany, I am talking to you directly. But I was trying not to tell you that I was talking to you directly because Tanisha got read her rights this morning on the live. Brittany, every time I see you, and I've and here lately, like within the last year and some change, I haven't really seen you often, but every time I see you, I tell you that I can see difference in you. In the way that you smile, in the way that you carry yourself, in the way that you dress. I always say these things. And I'm not just saying them to say them. I say them because, bitch, it's been like 3 months since I seen you, and you look different. You sound different. You walk different. You move different. Yeah, but I didn't read you all the way this morning. You're somebody who don't know when to take their credit. You keep giving it to other people around you, and when the people around you are giving it to you, you forget to cash in. Even if you just put it in your savings. Because on the days you feel bad, you know what you can do? Deposit that to your checking. Like, I'm going to need to cash in on this real quick. Like, I needed those compliments that she had gave me last month. Y'all have to remember to do that. Even if you put those compliments in a savings account, don't just discard them. Put them in a savings account. That way, on your down days, you transfer them into your checking, you cash in on them because you need them. I don't know why I'm sitting here telling myself I was ugly when Ashley already just told me 2 weeks ago. She just says she could see that I'm the 12 pounds I done lost. Or, you know, the way that I'm crazy. It's like, bitch, you glowing. Oh, yeah, I can tell by the, oh, you stepping out, you doing new makeup, you doing new, like, I tell you these things because they're important because I see you making an effort. So if nobody's telling you that you're making the effort, baby, I'm telling you that you're making it. That's important. Sometimes we don't hear from other people and we get discouraged. That's why I tell my kids it's important how they speak to me too. Honey, I'm tired. I don't want to close that door when I tell y'all to go to sleep and go into bed and cry at night because of some things that you all have said to me when I know I'm trying my damnedest. I won't let y'all make me feel like I'm failing when I know that I'm giving it my all. I have never been nobody's mama before. This shit is hard for me too. I'm learning me. I'm learning y'all. Like, that's a relationship too. The same way that you want a man to come in, treat your kids like that too. The same way you want to know him, learn them. Y'all have to. Otherwise, your household doesn't work because nobody is on the same page. Collectively, me and my kids are always on the same page. One of us is never about to do something that ain't already somebody else got in mind or already done. I'd be like, oh, I'm about to get out. No, I already saw that you was doing this. You seem busy. I went ahead and got him something to eat. I already got him some clothes on. I already did this. Like, we're already on one accord. Some of y'all don't even realize y'all not like that with y'all's kids or the people in y'all's homes. Y'all have to be. That way it flows a little bit more. That way the little things that you have to say to each other aren't angry because you don't feel like you're talking to them as much because y'all all on the same page. Already aligned. You have to be aligned with the people in your house too. You can't call these people your kids and say you love them and your hearts not be aligned mentally, physically. Y'all have to be completely knowing each other. And Brittany, you know for sure me and my kids communicate just like that. Like, you'll be like, dang, you was right. You said your mama was going to say just that. Like, they know me and I know them 100%. That's how it works, y'all. But if you're not willing to get to know you like that, you're never going to be able to let your kids fully in. You're not going to be able to let a spouse in. You're never going to fully trust an employer. You're not nothing. Nothing. If you don't trust you, you can't expect somebody else to. That doesn't make sense. Like, at all, on any level. Even your kids. Like, if you wonder why your kids don't come to you, they watch you not trust yourself every day. So when you be like, why you go to her and not me? They watch you not trust you. Fuck, I'm going to come to you for. Don't be angry. Be happy that they're smart enough not to go to somebody that don't trust them damn selves. Maybe that's a reflection. You should look like, dang, that's something that I should look into. Like, she should have felt like she should have been able to come to me. Instead of being like, you got my business outside of the house. Because, see, the business wasn't yours. It was the child's. They were looking for guidance. But then again, as a parent, you take that personal. Never thinking about them. Y'all got to learn when to step aside. I told y'all, everybody is on their own individual path. No matter how small. No matter how small. Everybody has a purpose, right? They're finding theirs. Y'all have to be respectful of that. That's important. Oh, okay, hold on. Okay. They said be careful of your words. And that's everybody. Stop saying what you aren't and what you would never. Because those are literally your projections that you're sending out. Your love life isn't cursed. It's just you're not ready for a love life, so you're not going to get one. You're not ready for one. You still got a bunch of stuff to release, honey. So why would they bring somebody in when you scared of you? Jackson, if you scared of you, why would they give you somebody? So they can be scared of you too? Or you can scare them off? And keep making excuses saying, I'm sorry, I'm still trying to figure this out. They're going to think that you should have known you like already. If you don't know nobody else, you should know you. How something's going to affect you, how you communicate, what triggers you, what makes you sad. Everybody has a different language. I got 3 different kids. I speak to them all differently, but yet the same. I just speak a different language with all of them. We don't communicate the same. You have to remember, everybody doesn't speak your language, so they can't read your mind. And if you don't tell somebody how to communicate with you, they will never know. I see clearly is the card that came out. I willingly forgive. I breathe love into my vision, and I see with compassion and understanding. My clear insight is reflected in my outer sight, was literally what I just said. Y'all have to know how y'all talk to people. Forgive people for the fact that they didn't know how to communicate with you, because maybe they don't even know, they don't speak highly to themselves. So if they don't speak great to them, how are you expecting them to speak so positive to you? It's hard. It's all a language. Like I said earlier, some of you all may not have been the spouses or the parents or the employees or whatever that you thought you were. Because you couldn't see, you know what I mean? You can't see past yourself. But I know what kind of honey that they're going to take it or leave it. They will leave it. Or they will, your employer will push you to the point to where you want to quit, so make you want to leave it. Or the person in the relationship will push you to the point to where you want to leave it. You can't ask for something you're not ready for. You can want something. That's great. That is great. Everybody wants to be happy. Everybody should feel like they should have the things that make them happy. But would you mishandle your happy if you got it? Like if you were who you are right now, wouldn't you mishandle it? If you mishandle money right now, if somebody gave you $1 trillion, you would just mishandle it. Your money habits don't change because you got the money. Like, it really doesn't work like that at all, and y'all know that. That's why y'all blow tax dollars the way y'all do. I got tax money like everybody else in the beginning of the year. Not this year, but this was like 2 years ago. You know when I started spending that money? Probably at the end of June. I got it at the beginning of the year like everybody else. I didn't start spending it until the end of June. Never touched it. I still had to go to work every day. Taxes don't mean you stop working. You still go to work every day. Don't make no sense. So if y'all haven't learned a budget and how to manage money and what to do, getting all that money ain't gonna make you change. You're still gonna be fucking off money. Sorry about my words, but like that's what you're gonna do. So you're manifesting all this money. I want all this money. I want all this money for you to just keep blowing it and still technically be where you are, living check to check. Because you still don't know how to handle it. You want a person that treats like this and does like this and does like that, but y'all don't treat yourselves like that. So why the fuck would somebody come in and spend money on you that you ain't willing to spend on you? Think about that. That's a hell of a question. If you say, honey, that's too expensive for me, baby, I'm not going to buy that. If it's out of your league for you to spend on yourself, who the fuck are you expecting to come off of another, whatever it is that you think that you deserve? If you don't feel like if your money should go to it. The best way to manifest is to think you're worth it and spend it. It don't matter what it is. If you like, man, that's $40. I don't really know if I really want to spend that. I promise you, if you spend it on yourself, you'll get 80 back. The second that you think you're worth it, you be like, damn it, I just thought I took a little setback because I just bought this little pair of boots for $40, and here I just gave me just walked in and got an $80 scratch off. I just walked in and you just gave me, I meant to give you this birthday card. I've been holding on to this for the last 2 months. You open it and it's $80. You was like, damn, I just spent that 40 and thought I was hurt. Y'all have to start. It starts with literally little bitty small things, especially moms. When we spend on ourselves, we get it right back most of the time for however many kids you have. So if you got 3 kids, I get whatever I spend on me back times 3. My cousin Brittany would get it times 4. It's appreciating yourself enough to know that it's okay to spend on you. It'll be small things. Your $20 made into 60 just that quick. Won't even take you a week to manifest it back. Know that you're worth spending it. Maybe the change is just leaving the drama behind, Jackson. The point of power is always in the present moment. It says the past is over and done and has no power over me. I can begin to be free in this moment. Today's thoughts create my future. I am in charge. I now take my own power back. I am safe and I am free. It's literally just saying that you want to make the change. You're saying there's so much drama in the change. Maybe the drama is the fact that you're not willing to leave it. Think about the role that you play. Think about how some part of staying even in any part of that is serving you and why and on what level and what can you do to replace it with something positive. Hey, Jolisha. I don't know if she's still in here. I'm sorry, I just seen her thing come up. Freedom is my divine right. I am free to think wonderful thoughts. I move beyond past limitations into freedom. I am now becoming all that I am created to be. Quite literally. That's the card I was looking to get out of there. Literally. You manifest your own life into being. But you can't bring in a new life trying to bring your old life with you. That's impossible. It's like I said the other day, you wouldn't go buy a new couch when you got a new couch. But you would buy a new couch if you had an old nasty couch that got holes in it and stains on it and it's all ugly and beat up and it's like you would get a new couch, but you wouldn't get a new couch for a new couch. You get a new couch for an old couch, right? And what do you do with the old couch? You don't just come in and put the brand new couch next to the old nasty couch. You throw the old one out. You don't keep it. A whole month went by and they'd be like, oh, you got girl, I forgot I had that couch. Girl, yeah. It takes like a month or two before you be like, that old couch never even existed. Some of y'all need to start treating those past thoughts like old couches. Old mattresses, jackets, shoes. Like I said earlier, shoes. You wouldn't continue to try to force your foot in a pair of shoes and your shit up at the top looking like this. It hurts. What you do with those shoes? You either give them to somebody that can fit them, or you throw them motherfuckers out. Some of them do need to be thrown out. Other ones can be passed on. Meaning like your friends or like relationships. Meaning like you can end relationship with someone and still be really good friends. Meaning like you just pass them to someone else. Like I passed these shoes to somebody else because they were still in really good condition. We don't have to end and be on hateful terms with each other. This is the same 2 cards. Oh, no, it's not. Sorry, they just look the same. I am willing to let go. I release others to experience whatever is meaningful to them. And I am free to create that which is meaningful to me. Yeah. The other thing is y'all keep trying to change people or include people on a path that ain't theirs. Everybody is walking their own path. Don't be mad that somebody is saying, I don't want to see where you're going because I'm being called to go somewhere else. You can't say, well, he just don't want. He don't. She don't. She's being called somewhere else. Respect that. The same way you want somebody to respect that you're following yours. You can't ask for something you're not willing to give. And that's in every aspect of the word. Relationships are so much more than just the big things that you all make them. They literally end up boiling down when y'all all said and done. It boiled down to the smallest of the shit. That's why you have to be willing to meet somebody wherever you're asking them to give it back to you. Unless you're automatically giving that to yourself, you cannot ask it from somebody else. It is wrong. There is plenty for everyone, including me. The ocean of life is lavish with its abundance. All my needs and desires are met before I even ask. My good comes from everywhere and everyone and everything. This around you, meaning create the people around you. If you want good around you, keep people around you that keep telling you positive shit. They don't even have to see you all the time. But when they do decide to reach out, you know they're going to have something great to say. They don't want to call to tell you that everything is shattered and they need to borrow more money. No, don't keep those type of people around you. No. You at a job, make sure you're working where you actually like it. People keep asking me why I didn't go back to work. Yeah, well, you just need to find a job. I'm not going to go somewhere when I know what I want to do. I'm not just going to get a job. Especially not at a time where my kids is sitting in the other room, like I told y'all before. That would be the time to be with my kids. And if I'm generating any type of income that is making sure that they're okay, I'm okay. I don't need any more than that. That's why it says it's plenty for everyone, including me. The problem is most of y'all want more than what y'all can really even hold. As long as my kids' needs are met, their essential needs are met, I'm not looking to go to somewhere that's just willing to pay me $25 just because. For me to sit in a factory all day, 10 hours away from my kids, too sleepy to fool with them, not able to cook dinner, not able to proofread their homework or any of that. Ride bikes or go anywhere, any of the things that we do. Game night, we do all of that. I don't want to do that. But their basic needs are met, so I don't need more than that. And me not needing more than that means that it leaves plenty for somebody else out there. Most of y'all want to be a little bit too greedy with everything. Even when it comes to hours, when you're picking up extra hours, when they know how you work, they're not willing to take a chance on somebody who is just started. So you're taking hours away from somebody who just started. That's not fair. You want candy? Okay, ask Sky where the bag is. It should be in there. Shut the door, please. I appreciate you. But y'all never think about things like that, though. You're just worried about getting more money into your pocket, not thinking that it's taken away from somebody else. Somebody that they don't have just as much trust in because they haven't been there as long. Literally. There's enough for everybody out there. And if you felt like you needed to take on that many more hours, then that's not the job for you. Either that or you're living well outside your means. Reevaluate. Y'all all filled up with tears and this is killing me. Well, I don't understand what y'all want to cry for. What y'all so emotional about? I am totally adequate for all situations. I am one with the power and wisdom of the universe. I claim this power, and it is easy for me to say and to stand up for myself. That's why I was telling you all that y'all got more jobs than what you think. When they be like, oh, I'm not capable of that. You're more than capable. Half of y'all been doing this shit and don't even realize that you've been working at the job that you ain't even had. You working at a job and ain't even getting paid for it. That's why they tell you mamas being a parent it's a full-time job of every single one. Everybody sitting right here is more than adequate. So when somebody asks you to stand up for yourself, you should feel like you're more than able to do that because you been parenting for how long? Keeping yourself alive for how long? People been coming to you advice for how long? How many people you been keeping afloat? Y'all be forgetting that y'all got it. It's like your mind is thinking it, but somewhere in between here and feeling it and going with your heart, it never comes out. It's like it gets stuck just right in here and ain't nobody saying anything. Doesn't make any sense. That's why it's about merging the mind with the heart. But the only way to them to meet is for you to actually say how you feel. Best way to speak is from the heart, because usually if it's coming from the heart, you have your gut in there too, which means that you know for sure that that's exactly where you stand. That's why I don't ask people what they think about things. I ask them how they feel about it. You can have a million thoughts. I'm so sorry. Oh no, open this. Okay, you want to try those. Sorry, you all. That's Zaire. You say hi.
Hi.
Here you go. Do you want this? Go ahead on with yourself. Eat it. Okay. I don't ask people what they think about things. I ask them how they feel about it. You can have 1,000 thoughts. I think it's this. I think we can go that way. Hell, thinking can get you a million directions. But how you feel about it, you know exactly how it made you feel. It made you feel angry. It made you feel sad. And it's right then. You know exactly how it made you feel. Don't ask people what they... Start paying attention to that. Hey, how you feel about this? Stop saying, hey, what you think about this? Let me see what you think about it. I just wanted to see what you think about this. No, how do you feel about it? What does it make you feel like? So if you're getting advice from somebody, make sure they're giving you their feelings, not their thoughts. They can have 1,000 of them. Thoughts is why half of y'all can't go to sleep at night because you up with 1,000 of them. Y'all not up dealing with your feelings. If you was dealing with your feelings, you'd be letting go of the things you're supposed to. Bye. Every time you do this, I don't get it. It's very rude. Bye. Y'all not up dealing with y'all's feelings. If y'all was up, go on. Follow her on out with those cards. Bye. If y'all was dealing with y'all's feelings, y'all wouldn't still have the old ones. And half of y'all ain't even up dealing with the thoughts that y'all have. Y'all just got them and y'all letting them just take up space. Random shit too. Loving others is easy when I love and accept myself. My heart is open and I allow love to flow freely. I love myself, I love others, and others love me. Some of y'all are too worried about people loving y'all. Some of y'all are like a little too worried about people loving y'all because y'all don't love yourself enough. That goes back to people saying that, oh, I'm depressed and it seems like don't nobody care. You keep posting it on Facebook, but you want us to care more than you seem to care. You care about posting that post. You care about how many likes you get or how many hearts or whatever, but you ain't really actually taking the steps to say, what's really making me sad? Am I supposed to know that too? Am I supposed to figure that out for you too? Like how far? Is that how that works? That's crazy. That's impossible. Especially for me, hell, I got kids and everything. How I'm supposed to encourage somebody every 2 days when they post that they sad on Facebook? Who do you surround yourself with if you this damn sad all the time? Because when I see you live, you having a good time. You're smoking, you're drinking, y'all partying, y'all who the people that you with if you so damn sad all the time? Real question. Y'all should be trying to answer those. If you wake up every day and you still feel sad, ain't no way you surrounding yourself with the right people. Wherever you lacking at, the people that's around you, you should feel like you should be able to turn to them and get it. And if you can't, you surrounded with the wrong people. It's okay to take from somebody else until you figure out how to give it to yourself. But if you ain't got people around you that can give it to you, that's an issue. You all got the miracles are endless, cow spirit. And that's just about literally believing in yourself. That's what everybody wants, right? A miracle. But the fact that y'all only put in half the work, like I said earlier, it was like the test got passed out and you was like, okay, let me go ahead and do the ones that I know. And it was like you knew like 2 or 3 on the front, but the front got 60 questions and you flip it over, it's like, oh, the 10 questions on the back, oh, I know the answers to these, boom, 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 boom. Now you've been sitting there stuck on these 50 some odd questions that you left on the front. Y'all tried to skip it, it's like, oh, I'm already, no, you're not done, baby. Did you forget you had the whole front of the test? And so since you have to go back and actually get those answers right, you have to trust in the divine detours that you set for yourself. We picked our parents. These were lessons that we said we could come here and learn to get to where we wanted to be, to our miracles. You all need to go back and start listening to music and everything. We left ourselves messages and all that shit. Go back and listen to the music that really moved you. And don't just listen to it and sing along. Listen to what they're saying. See how it makes you feel. I promise you, you left yourself a message. Those songs that you be like, oh man, that's an endless jam. I will always go back to that. It means you left yourself a message in there. Go back and listen. Find out what it is. It'll help you get to the next thing. I promise you, it'll help you solve your next problem. It's for a reason. Those little songs and stuff, they don't just pop up for no reason. Hey, I ain't heard this in forever. It was meant for you to hear today. Really listen to the words today. Maybe you wasn't really listening last time. But there's a message in it today. Yeah. That's going to help you get through that detour that you set for yourself because you thought that you only had to do the answers for the, oh, I got the back of the test already done. Yeah. No, go back. Got to go back. Got to figure out where I made that left, that right, which ones it's wrong. I don't know. Some of y'all just have y'all answers. Some of y'all got that ABC thing and y'all answers are just a line or two off. Like y'all accidentally skip one and need to go back and realign the shit. Like you know how you skip one and it kind of just fucked up the rest of everything else? And you got to go back and erase all of it like that. Y'all got reclaim your power. And that's what I was asking everybody to do. And the way that you all do that is by watching your words. You can't expect someone else to encourage you if you don't. You can't expect the next girl to think that you a bad chick if that's not what you're saying to yourself. Okay, I'll go get you a ball in a second, okay? Okay?
I still want to go down the park.
You still want to go to the park too? Okay, we'll walk to the park in a second, alright? Okay?
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Can you watch out?
Oh, soccer.
Sorry, you all.
Come in.
Here you go. I don't know. I think the message for today was just that the power starts with you. So if you want a miracle, it has to be yours first. You can't be trying to say, I'm trying to do this for me, and this for my kids, and I want this, and I want this, and I want that, and you don't even know the reasons why you want it. You just want it because you feel like everybody else has it. Some of you are so much more comfortable wanting just like a little 3 or 4 bedroom home, nice little front yard, backyard, little Nissan Altima, whatever, just something that just like, that's cool with y'all. But then there's that other side that keeps telling you that you should have the BMW and the car that was $250,000 to drive off the showroom lot and the yacht and the this and that. It's no reason for that. Set healthy boundaries. Some of y'all are dreaming outside of what you even want. What would even be a real dream to you? Some of y'all are really comfortable just being low-key and really comfortable. Don't put more pressure on yourself than what's actually needed. Set healthy boundaries for yourself. Not just in the relationships, in your mind space of the things that you say that you want. Don't dream outside yourself for somebody else. I think they have 1 or 2 more cards coming from this deck, and then I'm gonna wrap up this live. Oh, okay, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. Sorry, they asked me to reshuffle the cards. I didn't hear them. Yeah. What I gave to you all at the very beginning of the reading. Butterfly spirit. Transformation. It's beautiful. Y'all just stop. Y'all just need to stop being scared to do it. Y'all want to be at the end, but don't want to go through it. You have to. It's a process. That's how it works. It's a process. Even the healing. I didn't just wake up healed overnight. That shit was work. And it hurt. That is a whole process. Butterflies don't just come out like that. It's a whole process. Beginning to end. Y'all have to respect it. And if y'all don't, the manifestations are the things that y'all are wanting to tap into or breathe in or get aligned with or what have you, they will only last for a short amount of times if you really don't do the work. You have to. You have to love yourself enough to even want to. That's the important part. Don't you want to love yourself enough to know how your words affect other folks? How your actions truly affect other folks or have? You'd be surprised at how many people from high school would tell you some things that you did or said carried with them that you wouldn't even realize. And it's 15 years after the fact, 10 years after the fact. Like, damn, she's still holding on to that? Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. It's just self-love, y'all. Think about it. As always, I love y'all for watching. Thank you.